Are you over 50 and looking for ways to stay fit and flexible? Today, we're going to talk about functional movements that you can incorporate into your routine. As we age, maintaining our strength and flexibility becomes more important than ever. Functional movements help us to do just that. They stimulate our muscles and joints, promoting mobility and balance. Plus, these exercises are designed to mimic everyday movements, making them practical and efficient. We will walk you through each exercise step by step, so you can follow along easily. Whether you're a fitness enthusiast or just starting out, these exercises can be tailored to your needs. Remember, it's not about perfect form or high repetitions. It's about keeping active and making progress at your own pace. So, grab your water bottle, clear some space, and let's get moving. Ready to get started? Our first exercise is the sit-back squat. The sit-back squat is an excellent exercise to work your hips, knees, and ankles. Let's break it down. First, find a sturdy object to hold onto, perhaps a chair or bed. Lean slightly forward, then gently sit back, as if you were about to take a seat in a chair. The key is to engage your lower body muscles, especially the ones around your hips, knees, and ankles. As you perform this movement, you're not only strengthening these muscles, but also improving their mobility. If you find this challenging at first, no worries. You can simply start by leaning back for a gentle lower back stretch. As you become more comfortable, try lowering your body closer to the ground. This will give you a deeper stretch and further enhance your mobility. Remember to start slow and progress as you get comfortable with the movement. Now let's move on to the deep squat. The deep squat helps check your range of motion and flexibility in your lower back, hips, knees, and ankles. Getting into a deep squat might be more challenging than you think, but don't worry, we're here to guide you. Start by standing tall, with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Now imagine you're about to sit on a low chair, push your hips back and bend your knees. Go as low as you comfortably can, maintaining balance and keeping your chest up. This exercise is fantastic for promoting mobility and strength in your lower body. If you find it difficult, it could be due to tight ankles. A handy tip is to use a small elevation, like a wooden block, under your heels. This can make the squat more feasible and still allows you to reap the benefits. Keep practicing and you will notice improvements. Next, we have the toe squat. The toe squat is great for balance, flexibility and strength. Now, let's delve into how we do this. Start by standing upright with your feet hip width apart. Begin to bend your knees, and as you descend, lift your heels off the ground, balancing on the balls of your feet. Keep your back straight and your knees over your toes. You might feel a stretch in your calf muscles and a bit of a burn in your thighs. That's perfectly normal. This exercise is all about controlling your body and maintaining balance. The toe squat helps improve your lower body strength, particularly in your calves and quadriceps. It also enhances balance and flexibility, both of which are essential for everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even picking up objects from the floor. No heavy weights needed, just focus on mobility. Now, let's try the inline lunge. The inline lunge is like going downstairs and it's great for balance. Now let's break it down step by step. Start by standing tall and placing one foot directly in front of the other, as if you're walking on a tightrope. Now, bend both knees and lower your body towards the ground, maintaining a straight back. Your front knee might go a bit over your toes, but that's perfectly fine. It's a natural movement, quite similar to descending stairs. The inline lunge is a dynamic exercise that not only strengthens your leg muscles, but also enhances your balance and stability. It's particularly beneficial for your knees, hips, and ankles. If you're finding it a bit challenging, don't worry. You can widen your base if needed for balance. Remember, you're not racing against anyone. Take your time and focus on form over speed. Balance is key as we age. Next up, we'll work on balance with forward and backward walking on a 2x4. Walking on a 2x4 is a safe way to challenge your balance. So let's get started, shall we? First, place a 2x4 on a flat, non-slip surface. It's important to ensure safety before you begin. Now step onto the 2x4 with one foot in front of the other. It's like walking on a tightrope, but with a wider base. Walk forward, heel to toe for about 10 steps and then walk backward. You might feel a bit wobbly at first, but that's okay. The aim is to improve your balance gradually. This exercise is excellent for enhancing your body's stability and coordination. It also strengthens the muscles in your feet, ankles and legs. Plus, it's a fun way to challenge yourself. So keep practicing and you'll soon see improvements in your balance and overall mobility. Balance exercises can be fun and challenging. Now let's move on to hanging from a bar. Hanging from a bar is great for grip strength, shoulder range of motion, and spine mobility. Imagine yourself as a child on a playground, swinging from the monkey bars with ease. That's the feeling we're aiming for. Start by finding a sturdy bar that can support your weight. Reach up and wrap your fingers around the bar, palms facing out. Allow your body to hang freely, feet off the ground. If you feel any discomfort in your shoulders, gently release the hang. As your strength and confidence build, challenge yourself to hold the hang for longer periods. Now let's take it up a notch. Try a one-handed hang. Start with both hands on the bar, then slowly release one hand. Aim to hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. This progression adds a twist to the exercise, working not only your grip strength but also your core. As you get stronger, try to hold the hang longer. Our next exercise is shoulder pass-throughs. Shoulder pass-throughs can show you how well your shoulders function. This exercise is quite straightforward, but if done consistently, it can yield tremendous benefits. Here's how to do it. First, grab a stick or a PVC pipe, whichever is more accessible to you. Hold it in both hands with an overhand grip and make sure your arms are stretched out wide. Now, start to raise the stick or pipe up and over your head, all the way to the back of your body. Keep your arms straight throughout this movement. If you feel any discomfort or tightness, you might need to widen your grip. The goal is to go back and forth in a slow and controlled manner. This exercise helps to improve your shoulder mobility and flexibility, and it can also enhance your posture. It's a fantastic way to counteract the effects of sitting hunched over a desk or steering wheel for extended periods. This exercise is great for shoulder mobility. Now let's work on the overhead squat. The overhead squat might be challenging, but it's excellent for overall mobility and health. Here's how we perform it. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart, and extend your arms straight up, palms facing forward. Now imagine you're sitting on a chair that's a little too far behind. Push your hips back and bend your knees, maintaining a straight back. Keep your arms extended overhead as you lower your body into a squat. The goal is to keep your arms in line with your ears while squatting as low as you can. Now this exercise is a full body workout. It strengthens your legs, engages your core, and improves shoulder mobility. It's also a great way to check your overall flexibility. If you find it tough, that's okay. Start with a shallow squat and gradually deepen it as your flexibility improves. With regular practice, you'll see improvements in your mobility. Let's move on to the overhead reach. The overhead reach and hip rotation are perfect for shoulder and hip flexibility. Let's delve into how to execute these exercises correctly. First, the overhead reach. Stand facing a wall, place one hand on it, and walk your fingers up. This exercise enhances your shoulders' flexion. If you're less flexible, pause where you feel a stretch. For a more advanced version, inch closer to the wall, maintaining your nose touching it, and lift your arm off the wall. This not only builds strength, but also stability in your shoulder. Next, the hip rotation. Lie flat on your back, bend one leg, and keep the other straight. Lift the straight leg to 90 degrees and rotate it across your body, then outwards. This targets your hip joint, improving its rotation. You might notice stiffness on one side, indicating areas to work on. Consistency is key in enhancing mobility and overall health. Our last segment will cover some bonus tips. To wrap up, here are 3 bonus tips to help you stay fit and flexible. First, make an effort to stay active every day. Simple stretches or movements can be a game changer, helping you maintain flexibility and mobility. Even a short walk can make a significant difference. Second, nutrition is key. Ensure you're getting enough protein in your diet. Protein is crucial for muscle recovery and growth, especially after a workout, so include lean meats, dairy, or plant-based proteins in your meals. Third, never underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Aim for at least 7.5 hours of sleep each night. Sleep is when your body recovers and repairs itself, so make it a priority. Remember, staying active and moving is the key. Thank you for joining us. Keep moving and stay healthy.